10 things that hurt your dog, and they will never forgive. Did you know there are things you do that may seem harmless, but leave scars on your dog's heart forever? Though they can't speak, dogs feel everything, and some wounds never heal, not in the heart of a dog that's been hurt. Petting not only relaxes them, but also builds an amazing bond between you and your four-legged friend. Shouting or verbally hurting them. For dogs, happiness is simple. It's just being near you, in their dreams and in every waking moment. A good dog won't fight back. It will simply endure and remember every word that quietly breaks its heart. You may think they'll forget, but dogs remember for a long time, especially when you make them feel worthless. You may say sorry, but emotional wounds in a dog's heart don't heal like scrapes on the skin. Some breeds are born to work. Having a task gives them pride and makes them feel truly appreciated. Working beside you. Dogs don't get jealous like humans, but they know when they're no longer the only one in your heart. A gentle push, a moment of being ignored, can be enough to make them withdraw and stop playing like they used to. They don't speak, don't make noise, but their hearts ache like a child left behind by the one they love most. A dog's trust is easy to build, but easier to break, and it only takes one moment for them to stop feeling special. Every dog wants just one kind of love, and they deserve to be loved the way they love you, unconditionally. Starving or neglecting their care. To a dog, a meal is not just about filling the stomach. It's a moment where love and care are most clearly felt. Every minute of hunger is another moment their heart begins to cool. What hurts them isn't hunger, it's being forgotten. A dog doesn't mind if you're poor, but it aches when it realizes there's no space left for it in your busy life. Dogs don't understand every word, but they feel your voice, your emotions, and the love. So don't let your dog wait in hunger or loneliness. The smallest thing you do today could mean the world to them forever. Not being there in their final moments. To them, happiness is lying quietly beside you, feeling the breath and heartbeat of their beloved person. They're not afraid of death. What they fear is facing it alone, without their beloved person by their side. In every last second, they still hope for a hug, a familiar gaze, a whispered voice. It's okay. I'm here now. No one to lean on, no goodbye, only the sound of a final sigh fading into absolute silence. They couldn't keep the dog from leaving, but they gave it what it needed most, their presence and a loving farewell. Be there with them until the very last breath. For a dog, leaving this world in your arms is the gentlest ending to a lifetime of love. Breaking promises and shattering trust. To humans, a promise might just be words, but to a dog, a promise is joy, hope, something it truly holds in its little heart. When you give hope and then crush it yourself, that becomes the deepest wound for a dog, a creature that lives on trust. You might forget it in a moment, but for your dog, that broken promise is the moment its whole world falls apart. Trust, once lost, doesn't return easily. And when it fades, the sparkle in their eyes fades with it. Never break a dog's trust, because true love never plays with the hopes of those we love most. Abandoning them in a strange place. A dog doesn't understand why the person they love most could leave them behind in a strange place with no familiar face. It runs on instinct, runs on hope that their person will stop, turn around, and bring them home again. But when they realize no one's coming back, that tiny heart shatters, and that pain stays with them for life. Every time you pick up the leash, your dog jumps for joy. They know it's walk time. A walk isn't just about exercise, it's their chance to explore the world with their super sensitive nose. Ignoring their fears. What scares a dog most isn't the thunder. It's having to face that fear alone, with no one by their side. They don't need you to explain it's just thunder. They just need a look, a tight embrace to feel safe again. A deep sleep next to their beloved person helps dogs relax, reduce stress, and recharge their energy. One small action can quiet the storm raging inside them. Because to a dog, you are their whole world. They don't need grand promises, just to know, in this loud and scary world, you are their safest place. Things that hurt your dog. To us, a harsh shout or a slap may pass quickly. But to a dog, it's silent trauma that sinks deep into their mind. With every step by your side, they're not just exercising, they're living their happiest moments. It doesn't understand why. The one it loves causes it pain. A dog's love is immense, but fear can be even greater. One act of harm might take a lifetime to heal, but some wounds never fully heal inside a dog's heart. Remember, your dog doesn't need expensive gifts. All it ever wanted was a gentle hand and a heart that would never hurt it. Not letting them be themselves. Dogs weren't born to be chained. They weren't born just to guard homes. They deserve to breathe, to live a full, real life. Their instincts are to run, jump, and explore the world. That's how they feel alive, how they connect to life itself. When you take away their freedom, you're also stealing a piece of their soul, the spirit in their tiny heart. Let your dog be itself, wild, stubborn at times, but in return, you'll see a happiness that no leash could ever bring. Because in the end, what a dog needs isn't chains, but freedom within love and respect from the one they love most. Nourishing the body. Every hour you're gone is an hour it counts every tick of the clock, waiting for the familiar sound of your footsteps. Dogs don't understand work or stress. They only know one thing. The longer they're without you, the colder their hearts feel. Hope, then disappointment. That's the painful loop your dog lives in every day when left alone too long. A dog forgives quickly, but the cracks inside remain, silent, lingering. without a single word of blame. Don't let your dog get used to loneliness. Let it get used to warmth, to your presence, through joy and through silence. A dog won't hold on to the times you yelled, but it will forever remember how it felt, curled in your arms, safe and warm. Each day that passes, they pour all their love into one simple wish, to be with the one they call family. Have you done any of these 6 things today to make your little dog feel truly loved? You may say, don't wait until it's too late to realize that a heart once loved you more than life itself. Love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's just being there, quietly, so that when you look back, you'll have no regrets. To them, you are the whole world. Don't let yourself become the deepest wound in their short, beautiful life.